Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kurt, and welcome back to Farlands or Bust. This is episode 720. 720. Bow, 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 bow. No? Air horns? Nothing? Okay. Woof. Let's secure. Whoops. What? That's extremely secure. Let's secure the last episode's hidey hole. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Let's remember that I do need planks and wool this episode, or else we're going to have a real tough time at the end of this one. And continue west towards these far lands here in Minecraft Beta 173 for your Tuesday, December 18th, 2018. Like I said, episode 720. It's been a while. That was off key. That was a little bit off key. That's fine. It's been a bit. We had the Mindcrack Marathon to contend with, and I doth believe that it was a success, particularly for such a ragtag team that was assembled to raise such money for the charity. Then that was last weekend. And then, as I'm sure many of you expected, I thought that was a pink sheep for a second. It's been nary and nay a many moons since we've seen a pink sheep. I got a little bit excited, but now I'm sad. But yeah, as many of you probably expected, that it really took it out of me. Oh, this isn't careful, Wolfie. This is gray wool. It took it out of me indeed. Didn't get sick. And apparently not that many other people got sick. It was surprising. Cone, I was watching Cone's stream yesterday, and he was talking about how Jay Sano lost his voice. But he remembered better than I do that Jay Sano always loses his voice. Like, no matter what, at every convention we've ever been to, or we've had like a booth at, and then we like record the podcast, rest in peace, he would not have a voice, and even at these spoilers, even at all these marathons, he would always lose his voice too. So I think that's just the way a Jay Sano functions. So yeah, and then Baj said he had an ear infection. I think he just didn't depressurize well when he got off his flight. I think is what the problem there was. Oh Jesus! Oh Wolfie! Oh my goodness! Woo. Oh, another one. Gotta go. Wow, this is welcome back, everybody. Good Lord, run away. Hello, hi, welcome to Farlands or Bust. Things are normally not this exciting. I thought why are those guys spawning? Other than maybe it's very dark over there. Oh! God, look! What are you doing? This has all gone wrong. This has all gone wrong. Alright, hold on. We need a hard reset here. Wolfie has been in worse off shape than that, so I'm not too worried right now. I thought for sure I was toast, to be honest. Alright. You're up to health. Woo! It's this gray wool. It's cursed. Wolfie agrees. Ha ha! Ha! I didn't take anything out of that. That was so weird. I thought, normally if there are creepers hanging around, it's near spawn because it was nighttime. But I thought we were well beyond the realm of having to deal with what has spawned in the night. Hey, who's awake now? What sort of adrenaline is pumping through your veins at this very juncture? I completely forgot what I was even talking about. Mindcrack Marathon. Yeah, anyway, didn't get sick. But it was just quite overwhelming, quite tiring. And I didn't even do half of what some others did. Ooh. Ah. Ah. So yeah, we raised over $160,000 for Extra Life charity on that weekend. And we're back to raising money for Direct Relief here in Far Lands or Bust, up to $21,152.68. Thank you, everybody who's continued to donate. I'm also live streaming this on Twitch, and Twitch is doing a thing with the charity bits. If you do a hashtag charity, 20% of that amount, the full amount goes to the streamer, but 20% of it goes also to Direct Relief. See, Direct Relief has a presence in the gaming community, both here in Far Lands or Bust and on Twitch and all over the place. Of course, the bit thing doesn't go towards the Far Lands or Bust total, but you get my drift. You get it. Accept my drift. Look at this cool place. Whew. That creeper situation, that I thought I was dead. Although the creepers, they're not like the current version of Minecraft, where like if no matter what armor you have, if you're close to a creeper when it explodes, it kills you. I don't want to find out. I don't want to find out how close I can be to a creeper. But, whoo, buddy. Yeah, I was a little bit concerned about Wolfie. But Wolfie took it like a champ. He took it like a champ. So let's continue on. Whew. Yeah, we did the Minecraft marathon. Did a little bit of streaming. Then took a little bit more time off because it caught up with me once again. And now we're back. Far Lands or Bust. This channel is all Far Lands and all No Man's Sky all the time. Although I am considering, I don't know how many of you watch the No Man's Sky stuff on YouTube. I'm surprised at the number who do, to be honest. For hour-plus long videos of a live stream VOD, the fact that they get over 1,000 views each is amazing. Like comparing to the God dang it, Wolfie. Comparing to the latest Tomb Raider game we played, where I chopped that up into edible half-hour episodes, barely got over 600 views each. No Man's Sky has a following for some reason. I'm thinking of stopping. I've fallen behind. I missed an entire stream. It expired on Twitch before I could edit it up and upload it, highlight it, if you will, on Twitch. So I'm thinking of maybe just stopping with that. Maybe I'll just skip to when we quote unquote finished the storyline of No Man's Sky. I'll upload that and then be done with it. I'm also considering, it is the end of the year here, so there's many considerations being played and splayed throughout many minds about new beginnings, next steps, and whatnot, ideas for the future and the next year. And I'm considering stopping with the YouTube. Not for Far Lands or Bust. This is the place, the one-stop shop for all things Far Lands or Bust. So obviously right now, while I'm streaming this, I'm also recording it because I'm going to upload it to YouTube and also for the podcast. So don't worry about Far Lands or Bust. But I mean, in terms of dedicated YouTube videos, maybe. I don't know. All right, this is as far as I've come with this idea. I have another idea for the 2019 of Kurt J. Mac, but that I'm keeping close to my chest, and it provides me warmth. No, but I'm still working that out. But yeah, it's a lot of my friends have done similar things. It's just not the place to be. I appreciate everybody, like I said, who watches, say, Far Lands or Bust or No Man's Sky or F1 and stuff like that. But But even that, I don't. It seems Farlands or Bust is popular with non-English speaking. Oh, Wolfie, how have we ended up here? I don't want to take damage. Audiences, at least non-English speaking commenters, getting a lot of non-English comments. I don't know from whence or from how. I can't translate them myself, but it's. I hope they're saying nice things. I don't know what language it's being spoken in, but hello, everybody. I'm gonna go to sleep and continue in the morning. And awakeness. Flob is great for English learning. Is it though? Ow! We're gonna have a whole generation of English as a second language learners putting far too much emphasis on the word indeed. You speak clearly and slowly. Thanks. It's 'cause I'm constantly trying to think of things to say, so I talk slower and more enunciated to make it seem like I haven't run out of things to say. Oh, boy. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, we're just, we as in me and Wolfie here, just having these thoughts. Farlands or Bust is still going to be here. It would, I mean, this is a big ocean. Hello? Land? Land? I need land to spawn Wolfie, or else that's going to be a problem. Hopefully he spawns over here. But, yeah. Those are some interesting thoughts I'm having about stuff. And like oh, that's what I was saying. We have some friends who have stopped uploading to YouTube just to save time. They've made it better. Twitch has made it better with making highlights. Like you can make more than one at a time, and where you end the first highlight, it picks up the next one. So Twitch knows. It knows. It is all-seeing. Twitch knows how people use its export function, but it still eats up a chunk of time that might be better spent actually streaming or actually recording an episode of Farlands or Bust and not putting it off for 2 weeks after the last one. You know, that sort of stuff. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. I mean, there's certainly a lot of games I'm looking forward to in the next year. We got our Astroneer coming back that I'd like to play. That's about it. Mud Runner 2. Ooh. Spin Tires game. The second. Although that one, I don't know. That one says like it's being announced in February. I don't know that that's actually going to be released in February. Dirt Rally 2. We're hesitantly looking forward to with great trepidation. Yeah, F1 2019. Woo! Watch out now. So yeah, we'll play it by ear. We'll figure it out. I don't want to make any sweeping declarations. One of the things, I think it was Chad at the marathon. We were on the last night before everybody left. We were having deep discussions. One of the things Chad was saying as we were like coming up with ideas and we were kind of reviewing the marathon, being like, this worked, this didn't, this was better, we could have had this over here. One of the things I think he mentioned is like, don't, like, something he's started doing is just not announcing things. Like, stop proclaiming, this year, next week, the big project. You know, if you declare something or make an announcement video, then it might, you know, the fact that there's time in between the announcement and then when the thing happens, not that that's ever happened in the Mindcrack community, that leaves a lot of space for the audience A to forget or B to be disappointed. Instead of announcing things, just do them. Just start them and be like, this is happening and it's happening right now. So I feel like I'm gonna that seems less stressful to me than having to like produce a big trailer or update videos. I mean, like update videos, I guess makes sense, but not like this is happening. These are my big plans. So I thought of that once I started to say, maybe I'm not going to upload to YouTube anymore, because I don't know. I'm sure I will. Maybe I'll want to upload some stuff from when I start playing Astroneer again, or maybe I'll play Spin Tires with my friends who I've been waiting to play this latest DLC with. But they just want to play Formula One. Oh, man. So, yeah. It's like everything's coming up, Millhouse. Not really, but it's here. That couldn't be less true. Oh, I know. Yeah, let's answer some questions from donors to Direct Relief here. FRLancerbus.com is where you can donate. Through Tiltify is the system you'll be brought to when you go to donate, but that all goes to Direct Relief and gets us closer to our goals. Alu Walking asks, do you have NASA photos as your computer wallpaper? If not, what kind of pictures or patterns do you put up? Keep up the great work. Thank you very much for that donation and question. I did, for the vast majority of time. I thought I lost my crafting table. I have, I guess technically a quadruple monitor setup, but a triple monitor setup. And there are quite a few, I guess they're not technically NASA, but, you know, they take Hubble images. I've had various nebulas that are high resolution enough that they can span all three monitors. Alternately, like panoramas from the Mars rovers and things fit very well. I've had those. But for the longest time, I've had Hellblade. There's 3 separate Hellblade screenshots across all my monitors. And I did that since I played it the first time. And I just haven't ever kept up with it. There are a lot of good, like NASA has, there's many different places, but there's like an image archive that you can like search by like the International Space Station or what mission you're looking for, or Juno, you know, and it'll bring you back like the raw images and then like processed images, which is really neat that you can do. And like full size, full scale images. So I remember always browsing those various interfaces looking for things. But yeah, maybe it's time to switch up the old monitor backgrounds. I never see them anymore though, because I fill all of these screens with chat and notifications and notepads and OBS recordings, and one of them is an entire video game. Well, that was an accident. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at my my chat. So yeah, that's my. I used to make my own too, of various like pictures and stuff, and like Photoshop collages of cars or space shuttle launches or whatever. But I don't do that anymore. Just because there were like websites. Like DeviantArt was a huge like place to get wallpapers. And what was the other one? There was another one. GFX Artists, I think, was a website that I don't even know if it exists anymore. That was like a lot of digital art and stuff you could find there. I tell you what, everybody is going to be going from Tumblr to DeviantArt. Because of reasons. So yeah. That's my wallpaper situation. I've always kept as like I think a lot of the wallpapers now are like for phones. I've never changed off the default like phone wallpapers, just the weird shapes that kind of scroll in the background. It gets too cluttered because you have all the buttons or whatever. I keep a I keep a very clean desktop. Minimal icons and just McGubbins. So yeah. I think that's probably the first time that's ever been asked. Oh, man. You know what makes a good wallpaper is that Cassini image of the backlit Saturn rings. That makes it good, because it's dark. I like dark images, because I'm goth. And and it's easy on the eyes. That makes a good one. That one I've had a while, or I've had before, excuse me. Indeed. Let's set up an elevated hidey hole here. Do I have enough stuff again, I guess. Organizing inventories. I think I used to also have like a panorama from like the Canyon of Woe. I think I released on my DeviantArt, which probably still exists that I haven't logged into in a long time. I think I have a few panoramas I've taken in Far Lands or Bust, and I posted them to DeviantArt as like large images. kurtjmac.deviantart.com, I think, or is it deviantart.com/kurtjmac? I don't know, but yeah, those are up there still, probably. I don't know what resolution I uploaded them in, but good times. Let's go to sleep and continue in the morning. And a panorama-raminess. Right? I need more pigs. Should have fed him a golden apple. Wolfie? Ah! Trickster. Hiding. David, with a donation, asked, my employer recently moved me to a work-from-home position. As an expert on this type of work environment. Ha! Oh, you're serious. Do you have any advice? How do you keep yourself focused on work until the job is done? Any other tips or tricks you might have? I'm not the one you want advice about this. Very bad. Very, very bad. Also, I don't, like, it might be easier with a traditional job where, like, you have to check in, or, like, you have to clock in, even. Like, my sister works a lot from home, and, like, they have their own laptop with, like, that, like, knows when they're working and stuff, and have to have, like, minimum hours. So, like, there's that, and then there's what I do. And, it's not good. Oh, yeah, I'm the worst to ask such things as these, to be honest. I'm really bad at waking up on time to do things, but then again, what's on time? There's many people who do what I do who, like, work overnight. I don't know how they do it. You know, like Pause streams pretty much every day, but he starts like at midnight and like goes overnight. I don't know when does the boy sleep? And that's not the only one. So yeah, I don't know. It's that's a tough that's a tough nut to crack. I guess people would say keep with your schedule. Like, even, like, dress like you're going to go to the office, but do so in your house. It puts you in that mental frame of mentalness, frame of mentality. Mentality was the word I was looking for, but mispronounced it. So, and I guess also to have a space that is only for work, like, sure, my office is only for this, but, like, make sure it's not also, like, the home off, like have a separate office from your home office. Like don't do home stuff, don't like pay home bills or whatever. Just have like a completely separate like cubicle in your house. And then just work happens here, and then like take a lunch break, and then you can leave. I guess would be a good piece of advice that I'd never have followed myself. Because we're working here within the bounds of the gig economy. We're not employees. We're what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Not employees, but contractors. That's it. That's the one. So we're contracting out. We're monetizing our lives and our hobbies, and that is how we survive by losing all of our dignity down to the last shred of pulp. So yeah, that's that. Survive. Big quotes. But thank you very much for the donation in question. Cone Dodger, I forgot to put your name next to this one, but Cone Dodger asks, you really seem to enjoy the musical minigame of Mountain. We played Mountain again, because it came out with a sequel. Mountain 2.0, The Mountaining. Any thoughts or desire to try to learn a musical instrument as an adult, or has that ship sailed? I will refer back to the lack of any sort of time management in the previous conversation. I still have a guitar. It's a really not a good guitar. It's like a no-name acoustic guitar that I've had, like, my sister. It was my sister's, but then she gave up on it, and I bought it off of her. And I've not played it since many years now. Guitar is hard because it doesn't sound good until you've played it for a while. That's called practice. No, I mean, that's like because you need calluses or whatever before it starts sounding good without any sort of pain or blood. I was good at the piano. I like the piano. I like tickling the ivory. I took piano in college for a couple semesters because it was required because I wanted the Bachelor of Arts, but then that all went out the window when I failed Spanish class, which was also required for the Bachelor of Arts. So I said, you know what? I'm a Bachelor of Scientists with an art degree. That's fine. It worked, I guess. It makes no difference. So yeah, I would like to. I mean, I enjoy it. It is fun. But I feel like I'm not disciplined enough. I am more the type to sit down and just mash a bunch of different keys and chords, much like I was doing in Mountain, and being like, ooh, this sounds interesting. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Similarly, when I did have an electric guitar, I never learned how to play it properly, but the most fun I had was sitting down with the guitar in front of the amp and messing with all the knobs and dials and making a whole bunch of weird feedback and neato alien noise sounds that were fun, which is a real mystery why I've gotten into those type of artists like Sigur Rós who do very similar things. But yeah, and there is like I've also been interested in like there is a genre of music called noise where it is like pretty much that, just experiencing with different synthesizers and patches and noise and reverb. But I mean, I guess that's the problem. Like I was just saying, we've all monetized our hobbies. It's hard to say, yeah, I want to do all that. I want to buy all these expensive things, but for fun. I mean, I guess that's what I've done with the car, and that's what, like, the Corolla and getting into classic cars is. Even though we've kind of monetized that, haven't we? There've been some vlogs. I've made it a point to include everyone here. Whether or not that's a reason you're supporting me or not is in question. That's still that. But yeah, that's interesting. That's an interesting question. I need to get into that sort of stuff, I think, again. Just any sort of creative thing. Like, I haven't done it. Like, I liked art. I liked art. And then they handed me my Bachelor of Science degree. It's no wonder. I mean, like, the old oil paintings. I like sculpture too, like getting into really wacky sculpture stuff, but that also requires like a bunch of tools and stuff, studio space that I don't have. I did take a couple oil painting classes, and very similar to the music stuff, I always just wanted to go ham with the oil paint and just do like crazy, Jackson Pollock kind of just completely abstract, not even surreal, but just shapes and colors and textures I was really into. But because they were beginning classes, like 100 level art classes, it was like, no, you have to paint this banana and this naked person and these various still life images. Realism. You can't just expect to start out as an artist and make crazy things. So there's some parallels between the music I would enjoy making and the art I would enjoy making. So yeah, perhaps that's what I've been missing in my life all along. It's a creative outlet. Right, Wolfie? I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I gotta lock myself away in a cabin in the woods and create things. Create art. A vision for the future. A DeLorean. Seattle has gotten to you, Kurt. I was always like this. Why am I like this? I was always like this. I haven't done anything arty here. I always go to the art museum when I go back to Chicago. It's a good museum. Let's dig in here. Ooh, look at that little archway over there. Neat. Oh. You can sit right there. Let's make this end of the episode hidey hole a proper one without any sort of artistic interpretation. We must follow the design rules. Remind everybody that farlandsorbust.com is where you can donate to Direct Relief Charity. And I do appreciate your patience with getting back to these things. And I've got ideas for next year, but I'm not going to announce them. Because Chad told me not to. Blame Chad. Hashtag. And yeah, I appreciate everybody who was around watching during the Mindcrack Marathon. I know I wasn't as present as others, or as I like to think I would be able to beforehand, but I think it seems like all of you understand. And it was always good whenever I did pop up on camera or walk weirdly by the background and make a weird walk, that I would see chat with the Kurt emotes and Kurt, it's Kurt, say something, Kurt. So that warms my gothy little heart. Oh boy, we've made 2 references to goths this episode. I think it's time to call it, don't you? Thank you so much for watching episode 720 of Far Lands or Bust. My name is Kurt. I will see you next time. Things are normally not this exciting.